Hey, don't tell nobody. But we back at Unspoken Studios.
Yes.
We back again. And again, you gotta introduce yourself first. We gonna get this show on the road.
Nah, I went first last time. It's your turn. Excuse
Nope,
you.
ladies first. Ladies first. Get this show on the road. Come on.
All right.
People been waiting. You already missed the week.
Episode 3. I'm happy to be here. Jay. Yes.
Hey, y'all already know, man. Back in y'all face again. How y'all doing out there? Good old D, man. Happy to be here. How you feeling?
Feeling good.
It's good to see ya.
It's good to see you too.
I missed ya.
I missed you too. Yeah.
You back.
Yeah.
Back at it.
Yeah, we are.
Good. I needed you out here, man. It was a long week without you.
So much going on.
Them eclipses and retrogrades kicking. I ain't cussing this week, y'all. I ain't but it's kicking booty. It's kicking butt, boy.
Yeah, it is. Taking people out for real.
Oh, did we this is Eclipse season. I'm tripping. We ain't even introduced the show. Ooh, that brown kicking in quick, y'all, early.
Y'all know what it is.
Yeah, it's gonna be a long one.
But yeah, no, it was a lot going on for real. And I think, but I told you this too, it'd be feeling like ascension symptoms and stuff. Like, cause eclipse is definitely, it is a time of elevation and growth, and it's a portal. So, you know, our bodies all react to it differently. It could have just been me catching, of course, but it felt connected to like the environment, what was going on. Like it just felt very heavy out there.
Yeah, definitely over heavy.
How did you feel? Like you was healthy?
Yeah,
you ain't get no cold, nothing took you out. You was out here in these
thank
streets.
you, big guy. Thank you, big guy. I'm so thankful. But yeah, you know, I still was, it was still heavy though, even though I was in good health, you know what I'm saying? Like to say, I'm glad you back in good health. You shook that.
You had to.
That boogie up off you. You feel, gave it a little shoulder.
Had to. Yeah.
Yeah, but eclipse season been on me though. It's still been heavy for me though, but I've been in good health though. So we're gonna get into the show. Eclipse season. Mm-hmm. We gonna reflect on the eclipse.
Right.
And when was the actual date for the last one that went by?
March 29th.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was Saturday, I think. Mm-hmm. And it was a solar eclipse in Aries. So specifically like Aries energy. And yeah, I don't like eclipses, they usually come in cycles, and the last cycle, this solar eclipse in Aries pretty much closed out a cycle of eclipses that was going through Aries and Libra. So this was like the big finale, and it seems like Aries energy in general is heightened because we're in Aries season too. That's why it's a solar eclipse in Aries. So yeah, I guess that's the astrological overview. And something that comes up a lot of the time in Aries season is childhood wounds and trauma.
Boy.
Yeah. Because Aries is like the child of the zodiac. So whenever Aries energy is heightened,
that's why they so childish.
you trying to get them after you.
I know a couple. We can get at it. They know where I'll be at. No, I'm just talking, y'all. I'm just talking.
No, but like the same thing we say, they have a lot of energy, and they start off spring, so it's a lot of action. Spring is active. Spring is an active time.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, so that's a big theme that comes up with major astrological transits referring to Aries. Did some of those things come up for you? Like processing your childhood and like what makes you feel like yourself? like I feel like it was a lot of inner child wounding and stuff, and like how can you take care of your inner child on the personal tip. Plenty of things going on like globally and collectively, but yeah, does that resonate for you?
Most definitely. That's why I was saying I was ad-libbing while you was talking about it. Cause man, some childhood trauma, we gonna call it, came up. I was triggered rather, and you know, it was something I buried. You know what I'm saying? Not buried, but it's something that I ain't give proper energy yet to it. So I'm about to do some self-reflecting. You know what I mean? Thank you, Eclipse and Retrograde, for that. Appreciate ya.
Woo.
Appreciate ya. But yeah, but no, for real though. So, you know, these people want to act like these stars don't be speaking, but man, everything you said, I literally experienced and still, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause like I said, like I was triggered by something that happened in my childhood, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and deal with it, man. Not get it out the way, but I'm gonna deal with it. Like,
What does dealing with it consist of for you? And not too much, because I know you need to put out all your business or whatever.
no.
But like,
I mean, I just want to like first I'm gonna confront the feeling for real, like accept it. You know, like not like make it something else. And then I'm gonna get with the individual. You know, maybe have a conversation about how I feel about such trauma.
Right. Okay.
And then we'll pick up from there.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But that's my first and foremost. I'm gonna feel them feelings. Y'all know that's my go-to. Hey, feel them feelings. So I'm gonna feel my feels. So, and not make no excuse for it, because that's what I was doing previously. Was just like, you know, just making any type of excuse to, oh nah, that ain't really happen. You just make an excuse for the person. Not get too deep. I don't want to get too deep, but yeah.
I mean, we were already there. We talking about childhood trauma, wounds triggering. What you mean? It's deep.
It's eclipse season. Eclipse season gets deep, huh?
It really do. It's crazy that we started our podcast in eclipse season. Like the timing of everything and how it all connects. That's the name of the podcast. And like we're also experiencing these major and transformational experiences, you know, through these transits as well. But yeah, no, I definitely resonate a lot. A lot is meant to come to the surface, and that's what I was feeling like. Even with getting sick, like it felt like purging, like it really did. Like, and so if folks weren't purging like emotionally or mentally, definitely like probably physically, it's something about that time period that forces that, because it brings a lot of clarity, you know. Like it's so like we go through so much as human beings, like not only on a obviously personal level, but like navigating the society and the matrix and all this stuff. There's so many things that we soak up, and I don't know, like with these transits and stuff, based off of like their theme and like the energy that they're bringing in and like the timing, it also helps process things that have been buried. And it's different themes too, and there's nuances to it. So yeah, I feel like the analytical part of myself finds that fascinating, but it's a lot of emotion and pain as well, for sure.
Man.
Yeah.
And you had to go deal with the physical side of it too, huh? That's tough.
It'd be like that, you know? it really do. Yeah. I don't know though. I also feel like it's a time for because things are clarifying, and even though it feels heavy, like the clarification process is like it feels like it brings rewards at the same time, because you know yourself more, you know what I mean? Or like you've identified maybe another trigger or something that is a pattern, right? Or new versions of that pattern and how to navigate it a little better. So yeah. Aries energy. You like springtime though, right?
Yeah,
like
this my ish. Yeah, I did that. I didn't cuss. I'm doing good, y'all.
Proud of you.
But yeah, I love spring. It's always been my favorite. Like always, this time of year is like great for me. physically, spiritually. Right.
What do you enjoy about Aries season, springtime? And then like we also want to talk about like global and collective themes that came to the surface as a result of the last eclipse. But yeah.
Just the newness of it, if that makes sense, or like the rebirth,
Yeah.
that I'm back,
Facts.
born again.
Yeah.
To some people, and
yeah.
one of my favorite people. And well, I got two Aries that I'm really, really close to, but my son is an Aries, so that stamped a lot in my life. So that's always a memorable moment. But like I said, the springtime always been good to me, so it makes sense that I would meet him in spring. My God, what's up with you?
Yes.
But yeah, I just love spring. It's just fresh. And then like it's like winter be harsh sometimes, especially for a true southerner. So like when you coming up out that harshness, it's like I made it through. You know what I'm saying? Like, whew, that was a rough one, but I'm here, baby. I'm here. I did it. So yeah, that's always it's just fun.
Rebirth vibes.
Yeah.
That makes sense though, because it's like with Pisces season, I feel like that's why it tends to be, or it can be a hard season to go through if you're not. First off, if you're just not a Pisces, like just in general, because it does bring all of the like stuff. Stuff.
What stuff we talking? Emotions?
I was about to cuss, but I caught it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It brings up a lot of like just so much because you're going through transformation. It's the last cycle, like you said, last sign. So it's like you're going through and processing this evolution of self before spring, which is the real new year. Like, if we're being honest, like that's when things really start.
Talk that talk, no. Talk that talk.
Yeah.
It makes sense that it would be in spring, right? Anyway.
Yeah.
You people.
Just anything to throw you off a little bit.
Anything, just to shake your little algorithm up, boy. You don't know what you got going on. Don't make no sense. How the new year and the dead
of the winter. What?
Ain't nothing new about that.
Come on now.
Freezing out there.
Right. Ain't no leaves on the trees yet. Nothing. Nobody even wants to be outside. You can't even find the sun. That's to tell you.
Come on.
Yeah. So I don't know, like spring feels, it does give like good energy, fresh energy, because like it be feeling like Pisces season is like so transformational, and there's a lot of emotion that comes with that. And emotion comes with the new stuff too. It's just different because like now you know more of yourself.
Yeah. Hey, pain is growth. Promise you go, no matter what the pain is, you go through some pain, you learn something. Hopefully. Or you might go through the pain. But that's how I had you feeling though. Like how you feel about like springtime, Aries season as a Leo, as a fire sign, as a fellow fire sign.
Yeah, I feel renewed.
Them your babies, ain't
it? I love Aries. But I mean, like it makes sense. Whatever element that is reflective of your element, you feel more. You can tend to feel more at ease within that season. So yeah, Pisces season is always hard for me. It's a lot of emotional things to process. But like when Aries season comes around, I feel like I'm back.
Okay.
Yeah, and you could tell too. Like I feel like fire signs, like any element, like you can feel the vibrancy of like that person's energy in a fire sign season. So like, yeah, like I feel like in Pisces season, I don't want to be seen. Like for real, like I don't want to be perceived or none of that. Like just because it's a lot of transformation, you know what I mean? And especially if it's not an energy that like you're comfortable with, it's a lot. So it's like I'd be trying to stay out the way. But in a fire sign season, I'd be like, yeah, I'm out here.
Okay.
I'll be outside a little more. But it probably feels similar to like any person in that element because it's the energy that resonates with you, like you might feel a little more comfortable with. So by default, you'll put yourself out there a little bit.
Bless you, my guy.
Bless you for real.
You feel me? Need
Yes.
no man on the boards, man. But
yeah, no, I love it. I love it. And I feel like Aries energy is very motivating.
Yeah. They're my babies. And I got a little bit of them in me too.
Yeah, you do.
So
yeah, you do.
Probably a lot of it.
Yeah. I know y'all could tell.
How can they tell?
Because you do a lot.
Yes. Yes, I do. I just ask y'all to forgive me. I'm just trying. That's all. But I do a lot.
So how did the solar eclipse affect the world?
A lot of stuff happened, man. That news article you sent me had me floored.
Which one?
The earthquake.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was a lot. I'm
referring to notes, guys. No, for real. That. And I don't know what the current death toll is, but it's definitely over 2,000 people. And this was, and then, because where was this? Thailand. Yes. Yep. And they hadn't experienced an earthquake since 1912 or something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah, something like a long time ago. So, yeah.
I opened it. I'm like, goodness.
And the day of the eclipse, too.
Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I'll be trying to tell everybody out there in eclipse season land, man. Pay attention to them stars, y'all. Stay safe when you stay safe.
Mm-hmm. There was a lot going on in the government, per usual.
Oh, my bad. I hope y'all could have heard me. Too low. I got jerked my neck, man. You what? Hey, y'all, can you? Nah, it's so low. It got. You know what I mean? I can't get down like that, man. It was working till you used it. He's so silly. Okay. How we cooking? Hey, the best status, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
The Nino man.
Yes.
I'm not playing, man. Unspoken Studio.
For this beautiful set.
Hey, my boy. Hey, this man. This is a bad man.
Yeah.
This is a bad man. I'm just giving you your flowers, my guy. One of the coldest. Talking. I gotta give you a hard time. I appreciate you, man. See, hey, y'all come record at Unspoken Studios, man. They make you comfortable. Now I don't gotta talk like this. I can talk regular. Where were we?
Earthquake, I think.
And then you said something about government politics, I think.
Yeah, that's right. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, we was referring to the notes. Yep. I'm talking in the mic now, y'all. So if y'all couldn't hear me earlier, I apologize. Y'all probably ain't missed nothing. Okay. Oh, okay. I ain't gonna move my head, y'all. Producer already told me because he the best at it, you know.
He sure is.
So I'm gonna listen to him.
Mm-hmm. As you should. Okay, the next thing I wanted to talk about, or we talked about too, is the storms. It was a bunch of storms.
Oh, yep. And those happened like day of too, right? Or day before.
Day after.
Day after.
Yeah.
Storm.
Mm-hmm. From really like all over. I can't even really give you a region.
We had tornado watches out here.
Yeah, we sure did.
And I ain't gonna lie, it got busy, boy. That wind was doing some things, boy.
The most. Yeah. And the rain and
it got a little hectic for a quick little second round these parts.
It was wild. So it was throughout I would like the Middle East and like the Southeast, probably Southwest too. It was this whole weather system. And not only like tornadoes, but golf ball sized hail.
Right.
Because that sounds normal. And yeah, all throughout the Midwest as well. So
what we going to credit that to? What you think that is? What you think going on? Is they playing with the weather, or is that the eclipse affecting our ecosystem?
It could be a multitude of things.
Okay, you thinking it's the mix?
Why not? You know they love to just throw it all in the pot at this point. But the timing was interesting. That's all. That's all. We just bringing up the stuff that with the timing. But it's just
you almost made me cuss. Just throw it all in the pot, boy. That is exactly what be going on. Just a little bit of everything.
Yeah. Every side. Gotta keep your head on a swivel.
You got me snorting.
Cause you know what it is. Anyway.
You preaching, you churching. You think we did enough reflecting, or we still need to continue reflecting on the eclipse? Are you ready to get into this hot topic that you done cooked up? Talk to me. People want to know. They missed you. It been a week. It been a week.
Us.
Yeah, but they missed you. I was ready. I was available.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. I mean, was there anything else that you wanted to bring to the energy of the solar eclipse and this eclipse season? Because we're leaving eclipse season. Like, it's still eclipse season, low key, but
yeah, for sure. But I cannot go by, especially if we talk about eclipse season and energy shifting, man. Rest in peace to that boy Scooter, you know what I'm saying? Young Scooter. And his tragic incident. Rest in peace to the Jug King, man, or King Jug. It depends on how you feel it, man. Jug! But nah, yeah, for sure. Like, but we spoke on that, like, pay attention to, like,
who dies?
Yeah, who lead
passes.
this realm.
Yeah.
During these times of these this energy shifting and stars moving and planets aligning, like, you know, you ain't gotta believe it. I'm just saying, just do a little noticing. Just a little noticing. Yep. That's all I'm asking. Yep. And then come back and holler at me. But rest in peace to Scooter, man.
R.I.P. George Foreman passed too.
Oh, for sure. Rest in peace. Hey, because you know what? Everybody get y'all Foreman grill out for my boy, man. Get y'all booties on them Foremans and grill. I'm trying not to cuss, but yeah, hey man, pull them Foremans out, cause hey, boy, I survived off of Foreman for sure. And a lot of people gonna be lying if they say they didn't. So for sure, I can't believe I was about to forget my boy. Yeah, hey man, grill something, even if you don't eat it, man, just Foreman something up and put it on social media. # George Foreman. Shout out to his boxing career too.
Wait. Are you starting trends?
Yeah, man. Hey, nah, for real though. Hey, boy, George Foreman grill is like...
No, it's legendary, but you telling people to like post pictures and hashtag.
Yeah, I'm a trendsetter. Do what I say before I get mad.
Okay.
Hey, the crown done kicked in. Y'all see how it started cussing.
I love it. Okay. Post your George Foreman grill.
I'll say, wait a minute, man. You don't think that's a good idea?
No, it is. It's just...
Nah, for real.
I wasn't expecting it. That's
Oh, okay. Because I felt bad. I'm being extra because that's that Aries. I'm trying to make up for forgetting to say RIP to him. So now I got to do some extra.
Oh, my God. Okay. Moving on. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Hope everybody's taking care of themselves. Eclipse season. That was a whole lot. And we moving into other transits and things to pay attention to. And we're definitely going to talk about those in future episodes. But yeah, I hope everybody's staying safe and taking care and finding whatever tools helps you process and helps you evolve into this next version of yourself as we enter spring and everything else. Any last flip season reflections?
Oh, nah, I already told them about the foreman grill.
You're right.
And they know. Mm-hmm. Get your grills out.
Okay. So the next feast, I cannot, is around compatibility.
Woo, because this one you wanted to talk about. She wanted to do this on episode 1, y'all. I had to slow her down. I said, I don't think they're ready for that yet.
There's so much to talk about, honestly. But basically, compatibility between the elements. So the last episode, we broke down each element and each landscape and how the energy could potentially express itself per sign, per element. So this time, we're talking about which elements experience harmony, friction, and everything in between.
Like the way you placed that. I would have said something so ghetto.
Like what?
Huh? No.
No?
Ain't no sense in me saying it because I'm going to have to edit it out. So it's just going to be like, beep, the whole time.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
But compatibility. This is a good one. This a barn burner. And this is like one of many. We're going to get into like the main things. So we're going to just talk about elements mainly. And then we're going to touch on some signs within each element, but we're not going to we're going to encompass everybody kind of. So y'all be patient with us. It's a long journey. We just we giving the downloads as we get them.
Exactly.
So who do we start with?
I feel like we should start with harmonious aspects, if that makes sense.
Okay.
What do you like? What sign you feel like typically there's instant fluidity? I don't know. Fluidity is not the right word, but like just like a mutual understanding off rip.
Outside of water signs.
And you can say your element too.
Yeah, water signs first and then earth signs second.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
What do you think that is?
I mean, it kind of makes sense when you think about landscapes and what two elements actually complement each other. And I'm saying complement in the simplest way to describe what I'm trying to say, but they just kind of mesh well. They don't conflict. Yeah. You know what I mean? So they just kind of can be in the same space without taking up each other's space. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So when you think about earth and water, we just gonna be sliding through. They just gonna be chilling. We ain't in the way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We just do what we do. Mm. And then water signs, of course, I think it's because we my boy just got an Amazon package. But I think at the Unspoken Studios, y'all, they get mail. We eating over here. But anyway. But water signs just I think because I'm an emotional creature, you know what I'm saying? I'm an emotional soul, so I can appreciate somebody who can understand my emotion.
Okay.
That's why I think I mesh with them. But earth signs for sure. But if I had to pick like people to be around, it would be them because they also inspire me because we different. So I would. But no slander to my water signs, all my air signs. On my fire sign.
Nah, you don't gotta do no disclaimer. This your life, this your experience, this how you feel. That's the point.
No, I'm trying not to let the brown, because I really want to say other things. So I'm saying the opposite.
Oh, okay. All right. There's time for you to say things if you want to say things. But okay.
What about you?
As a fire sign, definitely fire and air is probably like the easiest To get along with. I don't like that language though, but you get what I'm trying to say.
No,
Because
I
it's not
get you.
necessarily get along with. I think I understand water signs because that's what I've been surrounded with in my life. Like majority of my family's water signs. Um, some of my closest best friends, water signs, obviously. So it's like I love water, but like I mean, if we're talking about like maybe less friction, I probably never really have problems with like fire signs and air signs. It's just I think our natures are similar and similar to what you're saying about water and earth. It's like with fire and air, we do take up space, or we do like to go all over the place.
At your own leisure too. Don't forget that part. And ain't nothing stopping you from boogieing. Y'all gonna move when you want to move.
Yeah.
And I like fire, not like, but I get along well with fire signs the same way you do with water signs, because I'm around a bunch of fire signs and air signs too in my family. Yeah, most of them are air signs and fire signs. I'm the only emotional one, so I'm the only one that look crazy at the family dinners, y'all. I'm the crazy one, y'all. By the way, shout out to my family. Love y'all.
Oh.
Whatever, bro.
Yeah. No, but I mean, it really is just about similarity and expression. I guess maybe that's the way that we could peg it as far as
I like that.
Yeah, like with water and earth and fire and air, because there's a lot that we don't have to explain with one another.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's that makes being compatible easier. Cause you ain't gotta talk about it. When you kind of bump heads, you gotta put energy into the relationship. So you got a lot of talking or a lot of action, depending on how y'all get down. But I'm just saying that. But that's what I'm saying. Like with a fire sign, you gotta really understand them. Like you gotta really understand them, because they can come off wrong. I think, in my opinion, that's just my experience.
Yeah,
like,
as a water sign.
Yeah, people don't think y'all got emotions.
But we're emotional AF.
Yeah, for real. AF. I like that. That's crazy. We on here PG than ever on the brown at that. I'm proud of us. We doing good. But yeah, nah. Y'all
we are
in all facets too, not just like angry or sad, or like even when y'all happy, y'all like be really happy. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all are very, very passionate, very, very emotional. But people don't think y'all care though. That's just my experience with, you know what I'm saying? Because I hear that from a fire sign. People think I ain't got no emotions. I'm like, little do they know.
Yeah.
But you care a lot.
But that's probably why, and I feel like this connects with water and earth too, why fire signs can get along, or like there's more less explaining with air signs, because we both detach a lot. So I feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like with my air sign friends and other fire sign, like we don't got to do no apology tour.
Sound like you've been on a few of them.
I'm just saying. No, for real. Fellow air sign. Like, I know he know what I'm talking about. Like, I feel like we just did, like, when we're not in the mood, we will detach 100%. That's just fire and air energy. And, like, when we ready, we come back around, and it's no hard feelings. It's not, you don't got to do too much. With water and earth, I don't know. Like, you got to do a little more explaining. Just a little bit. You know what I mean?
Don't detach from me.
Oh, here we go.
All that. Don't even go on no apology tour with me. Just don't leave me. You feel me? I'm a real water sign. But I do respect space though, as an introvert.
Y'all do, but I think with the water and earth, like y'all detach differently. I don't know how to explain it.
Oh nah. We
because y'all do be detaching. Everybody can detach. All elements can throw up the deuces.
So we can detach in your face. You can be there. We don't gotta be in another house or down the block. We gonna do it while you in the room.
That's so damn. I've never heard it said that way.
I'm not bragging, y'all.
But that's exactly it. It don't take much.
But that's why we understand each other. Because I already know, and I pissed my cousin off. He a earth sign. I already know. And now I go my apology to her. My bad, bro. Because you know that, hey, I got a fire sign in me, and it show up. He don't like that. I'm spicy. He on. So sometimes I gotta say my bad, bro. For real, he'll tell you. That I swear, if you didn't know me, you would think my middle name was Do Too Much. D do too much. That's what you.
Yeah.
D do too much.
Yeah.
So
it'd be like that.
It'd be like, but I'm gonna apologize though if I, I'm like that. My bad. But I go as we, I was like, I used to apologize in advance.
Oh, okay.
Like if he was here right now, the way this Brown got me feeling, I would already tell him my bad, bro. And I'm gonna insert a clip right here of when I had to say my bad. I swear y'all gonna crack up. That's me. Yeah. Hey, look at Slimy. Oh, bro.
Oh my God.
Watch. Y'all gonna be like, oh yeah, I see what he talking about. If Cuz give me the permission to show his face, y'all know. He kind of low key. He a earth sign.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. And y'all are like, I think it's funny you said that too, low key. Like I feel like water and earth signs, like y'all are like definitely more low key.
Yeah.
You can turn up though. Like don't get it twisted. Yeah. But y'all, even like social media and stuff, like noticing the patterns and trends. I feel like air signs are the most active on social media.
Yes. Ooh.
Across the board.
Hey, that's your first bomb of the episode. You going crazy. She's heating up. Nah, that's good observation.
Yeah.
Prove us wrong. Y'all know what I like to say. Jump in them comments. Tell me different. They ain't gonna be able to.
No, they're not. Because it's true. They like, and it's their element. They like to connect. They like to be in the know. They like to, you know what I'm saying? So social media, that's their lair. But like I feel like with water and earth signs, y'all don't really y'all have y'all periods. And I feel like when y'all have y'all periods of being active on social media, it's usually to promote something. And then y'all dip out. Yeah. It's not really to like share too much about yourself per se.
Look at your favorite artist, everybody. That'll tell you if your favorite artist is a water sign, you ain't gonna see them too much.
That's so true.
Your favorite artist is an air sign, you good. They gonna give you all the free.
Not you good.
they gonna oversaturate you. Hey, you better get what you can out of water sign for sure. Mm-hmm. I ain't even gonna hold you.
So, what do you feel like are? Oh God, excuse me.
Get you some of that.
I'm sorry.
Booyah.
Oh God. Anyway. What do you feel like could be challenges, if any, that comes up between water and earth signs?
Because they are more help me. Because you know what I want to say. We're more we're emotional and they're more stern. They more stand on business. They're less so they don't really detach, bro. They just not as sympathetic. And I'm not saying they don't care. What I'm saying is you really only got one time with them. Like it really be to a point to where they be like, oh, you ain't learned your lesson? Well, I'm not gonna learn it with you. Like so that type mentality. So it's not like they don't have emotions. They just more like help me.
Immovable.
Yeah, they fix. They mean what they mean. As us, we more like, we'll be giving people second chances, or we'll try to see, the best in the situation. We more, and they like, nah, I don't think, So like, like but if it's love there, that's what I'm saying, because that is the one difference. Like the water sign probably gonna be more of a dreamer, and the earth sign gonna be more of a realist. So the earth sign probably gonna go to college. Water sign probably gonna want to be an actor or write books or design clothes, or you know what I'm saying. The closest they get, but the medium for them would be like tech. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. So it's just, and it's slight differences. I'm not giving exact. I'm just trying to give examples of what I'm trying to express here. But that'll be like the one thing is like it's more like it's like having two uncles. One of them like super fun, and the other one like all like your dad and your uncle. Your uncle gonna have fun with you, but your dad gonna be strict with you. Yeah, the uncle is the water sign, the dad is the earth sign. Like you know not to curse around him. You know your uncle gonna slip you some liquor under the table, and you know what I'm saying. He gonna ask you, yeah, you got a girlfriend? Yeah, let me show you how to, you know.
Right.
Type vibe, but they still kind of be the same people, if that makes sense. You gotta understand, they brothers, if that makes sense. So they still the same person, but they just got a different approach, especially with you. Cause my uncle used to, man, what? And I know my brother be having my kids. I tell my nigga like, yeah, don't, you know, he good. He don't need this. And I look on this Snap or his Instagram. This nigga got a pile of candy. He spreading money. You hear trap music in the background. My nigga just having a good time. But I mean, he went home. You know what I mean?
That's what it's supposed to be. I feel
For
like.
sure.
Yeah, I love that. And like breakdown and analysis, that makes so much sense because it is very similar energy, but just different expressions of it. Yeah. Okay. So, what do you feel like is a form of tension between water and air signs? You can talk about that first.
You gonna answer the question about what you what's the like what could air signs and fire signs bump heads on?
Oh, that's a good transition.
Yeah, we gotta tell y'all side of the story too.
Oh, okay. I think that a point of tension can also be communication. So, yeah, like in my experience, air signs like to talk a lot. So like that's another piece that like if there is any type of tension, it might be like, even though we both can detach, I feel like air signs like prefer more consistent stimulation, if that makes sense. Or I don't know, like I just feel like it gets to a point where, yeah, as like fire, where like we might be more emotion driven, we be getting drained.
That's what I was taking from what you were saying. Like they got more energy than y'all.
Yeah. But I don't know though. Like, yeah, but then like it just, I guess it's just expressed differently. It really is. Cause it's like, for me, I can like hang out with someone, we don't gotta talk.
Right.
Like I just want to be around, you know, and like we can both be doing our own thing.
Right.
But as fire, I do want to talk a little bit. Like I do want to run my mouth just a little, but it doesn't have to be that the whole time. Whereas I feel like with air, there is they can like chill too, but I also feel like there's like a desire to be more stimulated at times, maybe.
Okay.
And sometimes, you know, folks don't have.
Now we can say.
Oh yeah.
Nigga,
Okay.
is nigga a bad word in the community now? Still.
I feel like it like I don't think that Gen Z ascribes to that word.
Oh, why y'all like that word?
I feel like they have a different take on it. That's what I heard. I don't know if that's true.
I need y'all to give me a word. Get Uncle word, man.
I don't know.
I need a word. I like my niggas.
That's what I'm saying. We're
I gotta
millennials.
call y'all
We're
something.
just, yeah, I don't know.
What y'all want me to call y'all?
Yeah.
Call me by my name. No. Yeah. Nah, I call you by your name.
Yeah, but what?
My bad.
No, it's okay. It's okay. But yeah, I don't know. I just feel like they need more like stimulation and stuff, and that can be like a point of tension, if anything. But outside of that, our natures are pretty similar. Yeah. What about water and air? We can switch over.
We can switch over.
We can switch over. Like, what are harmonious aspects do you feel with water and air? And then what are like challenging aspects, or what wouldn't make them always the most compatible?
Water and air. Um, give me the air signs right quick. I'm like drawing a blank because I gotta reference relationships so I can.
Gemini.
Yeah. Libra.
Aquarius.
And Aquarius. What was the first one? I'm talking about how we get along or harmonious. Oh, they so expressive that it comes off. Not comes off. It's artistic. Like and
they are, yeah.
And you know, water signs love art. So because we love expression. You know, feelings is our thing. So and air signs are very artistic. Like they very and they like not only are they artistic, but they can display it. Like it's visual with them. Not only it like I'm not saying they don't, but even if it's they write songs, they videos gonna always be the best. So like they very like they very So you know like I appreciate that. So I would imagine other water signs would too. That expression of emotion is so vivid with them. They do a real good job. Real good job. Look at my boy Nino Man set Unspoken Studios. I'm gonna shout it out every time I get the chance. But look at this. Ain't this magnifico?
Prime example.
Come on, y'all. Don't do that. Don't do my boy like that. But yeah, but that would definitely be
a connecting point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they should if you're a water sign and you got an air sign friend, y'all probably should do art together. Or you just understand their emotion. They're you know.
Yeah.
They passionate about being them. They passionate about being them.
Yeah. Very, very creative. I agree. And then what's a challenging point?
It'll probably be like they artistic, but you don't really know what's going on with them for real. Like you know who they are, but you don't really know how they feeling. Like they are like that's one thing they probably get along with earth signs. They stiff in the face, boy. Like you ain't gonna know what an air sign thinking for real. How they feeling. They can be having like the worst day ever, boy, and be smiling and chilling. And then it could be the opposite. They could be having the greatest time ever just standing there with the stillest face. Like they real, I don't know, they not expressive of how they feel or what they thinking or so like, and as a water sign, like, you know, we feel, so it's like, I know something wrong with you, but you telling me nothing wrong with you. So that's that detachment you was talking about. So that's challenging. Like, cause I'm like, nah, bro, I know you feel a way. Talk to me. But that's what I would. That's one.
Okay. So it's frustrating, or I don't, say it can be hard to decipher how they're feeling. So that could be a point of tension.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Because they don't even. I'm trying to say this lightly, but I don't even. Not that they don't care how they feeling, but that's just kind of how they come off. It's like, I don't really care. But they kind of feel away, but it's like, whatever, I'm going to still just, you know what I mean? And then especially because they have a very dreamy perspective for the most part. I'm not going to say totally, but not saying they can be realistic, but they dreamy, like I said in the previous episode, like they just dreamy. They like perfection. They like aesthetics. But that's why they good at creating aesthetics, because they really, truly care about how something looks.
Yeah.
Like, for real. Something themselves, how something's perceived. Like, that's why they'll make good, like, movie directors. And they gonna drive it home, I promise you.
Yeah, the vision is there. Yeah. That's interesting. Okay. What's the next element?
It's fire is you. Well, you did water and wind, so you got to call it because that was random.
What you mean?
I don't know. So we gotta do fire and earth then.
Fire and earth.
Yeah, harmonious and what was the opposite of harmonious?
I guess challenging.
Challenging. There we go. You so sophisticated. God bless you. Let's toast it.
Thank you.
Your parents raised you right.
Aww. Man. I love earth signs. And I don't have a lot of earth in my chart, so I feel like I'm drawn to them, especially because they help me like think about things that I might not like intuitively, you know what I mean? Because I don't have like a lot of I feel like I come off grounded. I'm not grounded. I'm not really that grounded, but people perceive me as grounded at times. But no, I be in the sky for real. I have a lot of air placements, a lot of fire placements, a little bit of water. But yeah, I feel like I appreciate that about earth signs, and what I observe in fire and earth sign relationships is the ability to ground one another. And that we like respect and admire in one another. And we're both like the leadership energy too. Like I feel like I love collaborating with like earth placements and stuff because they be like you said, they don't play. So
yeah,
you know.
nah.
So you know like things are gonna be like put together
in order.
Yeah.
Order.
Yeah.
Order in the order.
Yeah.
Rest in peace to Eric Mays, man. I want order in here. That is earth sign energy. Yeah. Eric Mays.
Yeah. For real. Yeah. Everything gotta. And like my favorite, like some of my favorite people to work with are Virgos. I feel like for that reason, like we just, cause I think fire signs can tend to be like big picture oriented, and like earth signs like are good with detail. Same with water. There's like similarities there too, and so like the combination of that is perfect. You know what I mean when it comes to collaborations and work and like projects and things of that nature. So yeah, I would say that's fire and earth. And then also, like there's similarities in directness too that we respect in one another. Yeah. Yeah. Like we're both going to say some real direct stuff.
Nah, you going to know.
Yeah.
That's why I like fire signs. Like I said,
yeah,
you ain't got to guess.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
For real. Like I truly do. I don't know if that's the fire in me, but I truly appreciate to know how you feel. So yeah, earth sign definitely. Like I said, they not about to play with you. You got like one or two sob stories.
Yeah, they don't want to hear none of that. Like, look around. That's what they'll tell you. That's life.
And smell the flowers.
You feel me? You got to get to it. And so yeah, those are harmonious aspects. I would say challenging is we tend to be, as fire signs, more expressive with our emotions, of course. And I feel like we're earth signs, they kind of be like blown by that a little bit because like they're direct, but I feel like when it comes to emotions, a lot of their emotions is like expressed energetically or through their actions. So when I don't know, I could just be feeling about like thinking about my earth like people, and they'd be like, "Oh my, here you go again!" Like,
I told you what my middle name was. They don't like noise or something.
Yeah, like you're doing a lot. Like I get it, we get it. Yeah, I love you too. Like like that's the energy.
I love y'all though.
Yeah,
but yeah, y'all do be acting like that. I can't front.
Yeah, like okay. For real, like.
Oh, if wrap this up was a person, earth sign.
Come on now.
I got things to do. I got money to make.
Yeah. And I was telling one of my friends this. I'm gonna shout her out. She's gonna be like, "Oh my God, I can't believe you're doing this." But her name is Hannah, and like she is a Virgo, and like she is so like loving, but it's not but innocent within her actions. You know what I mean? Like she gives the best gifts. Like she knows what I
Yeah,
need. Like it's things like that.
for
Like
sure. Yeah,
and like
nah.
and like just good ways to like ground me. Like for real, for real. But like I'll like you know me in my paragraphs, and and she'd be like, okay, yeah, you know what I.
Calm down.
I'll be like, I love you, and blah, blah, blah. I'm gonna see you next week. So if there was any point of tension, it would probably be that. Like, we're not like maybe when it comes to like emotionally communicating, like we have different perspectives.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, shout out to the Virgos, man. In the earth signs. I can't shout the Tauruses out yet though.
Stop.
What? I'm trying to meet a Taurus. I'm still
we
on my
know
Taurus
that.
campaign.
So you just gonna say it every episode
till I meet two.
Oh, you have a quota?
That'll get me in the door, preferably a man and a woman. That way I can really have a true observation. And especially if they can both be when they birthdays is like
April to mid to late May.
Yeah, that's on. So one can be in April, one can be in May. Shout out to the earth signs though. Taurus is holla at me.
So the next element, water and fire.
Water and fire. I thought you was gonna start there.
No, why don't you pop it off?
Nah, I got fire placements as you were so eloquently stated. So I kind of like, and I grew up around a lot of fire signs.
Right.
A lot of Leo energy around me. So and Aries. So, you know.
What you gotta say? What are some harmonious aspects and what are some challenging aspects like?
I feel like y'all understand emotion. Like fire signs are very like that's what I'm saying. It's odd that people be thinking like y'all don't feel or y'all don't care, but y'all really be caring for real. Like for real. Like an Aries is stiff. I ain't gonna lie. Like you gotta really get to know them for real. But I'm telling you, bro, they love hard, bro. Like they love hard. So that'll be the similarities. Like, cause as a water sign, like emotion is like, I'm an emotional creature, like I stated. So and y'all feel y'all care, like y'all are very passionate. That's the word I was searching for.
Passionate.
Okay. And I love the passion of a fire sign. Like when they mean something, Like I could appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying. Like Aries are stiff. But man, once you get around them, bro, they something to see, bro. Yeah. For real.
Yeah.
Leos and what's the other fire sign?
Sagittarius.
Oh yeah, Sagittarius. Oh yeah,
Sagittarius.
Them might.
You know.
I'm like, yeah, nah, they can have their moments, nah, but them my guys, my Sagittarius, but yeah, that would definitely be our harmony from my perspective. Is that I appreciate that passion, that compassion.
Yeah.
I love it. What about for you?
I resonate, yeah. We understand emotion really well. Like both fire and water, like that is 100% a harmonious aspect. Like we go through the world feeling. It may be expressed, not maybe, it is definitely.
I was about to say, ain't no maybe.
Yeah. It's definitely expressed differently. But we see that in one another. And I think it motivates like us and it helps us remain connected to. Is really beautiful. Kind of the same thing you were saying with air and earth. Like it's because they don't experience the world that way all the time. Like it's a lot of it is through logic and order.
For one side, and then the other side, they on Mars. Yeah. They not even on Earth with you. Air sign, like you said, they in the air. They too free.
Yeah. So they can understand each other from that level. Like, not everything has to be perceived through that emotional lens.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's where we get along for sure. What are some challenging aspects?
Oh, it's the opposite in expression. Sometimes we understand the passion, but sometimes it be a little bit like, calm down. We get on our earth signs around only around y'all though. But
why is that? Why do you think that is?
Because fire signs are like, even though air signs got a lot of energy, fire signs are like, it's like blowing up for real. Like, it be a lot fast. So you really got to be like, whoa. So I can kind of understand your earth sign friend. What's her name? Hannah, I feel you. Cause it be like, chill out, you know what I'm saying? Like, but nah, it's explosive. So, and you know, we water and y'all fire, so y'all can douse us out with that, man. Or vice versa, or heat us up. We ain't trying to be hot. We trying to be still. I'm tripping. I said it the opposite way, but yeah, we trying to be.
I get what you mean.
And y'all trying to make us boil, trying to make us bubble. We ain't trying to bubble right now. We trying to chill.
I guess that's true. Yeah. And you feel like that leaves room for miscommunication?
Very much so.
Yeah.
Because it be so instant.
That's true. It's like a pressure cooker.
Well, it depends on which fire sign we talking about too, because we did give everybody a landscape. So but Leos, yeah, y'all get there quick. Aries really the you know, but the other two is they heat up real fast, like real fast.
Yeah. It creates a lot of steam. I think that's another piece too. Noticing the compatibility between elements, like what happens when you mix those elements and stuff. Like why would make sense that there's difficulties or confusion. And I feel like with fire and water, like that's what it does. It's a lot of steam. It's like, it's intriguing, but what's going on?
For sure.
Yeah, where like with water and earth, it's like, it's smooth. You know what I mean? And I feel like, as you tell me if this resonates, but like with water, y'all embody this sense of fluidity that earth signs are comforting, because you know how they come in.
Yeah.
So it's like that adds to the stillness.
And the change, if we do change, it ain't sudden or drastic. You know what I'm saying? You get time to adjust if you paying attention.
Yeah.
But most of the time we gonna be flowing in the same direction for the most part. Because that's what flowing. Even though we fluid, we still like direction.
Exactly.
You know, or we just chilling.
Right.
Earth can respect that.
Because they don't like that drama neither.
Nah, they ain't trying to move around. and we ain't got time for all that moving around. If your parents are earth signs, you will have a curfew. You will have a curfew. For sure.
Yeah. But I feel like, opposites, and this could be a good segue into rounding out with air and earth too. But because we talked a little bit about how they might get along, but challenges are there too, for sure.
For sure.
But I feel like with fire and water though, we're intrigued by the opposites. So even though like it can cause conflict, it's also a very good point of growth.
Yeah. For sure. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's inspiring and it help you. Like I said, you just gonna have to do a little bit more work, like we mentioned when we first started. That's what it really boils down to. It's not that you can't get along, it's just that there's probably gonna be more challenges and harmonious moments, but that's cool. If you really care about this individual, You'll make it work. Cause me and my fire signs get busy, man. Hey, we get busy. We do. Hey, we gonna make us some noodles. Go on, warm me up. Cook that ramen, baby.
For real. Yeah. Yeah. And we respect the passion. So yeah, like it's interesting that we have similar experiences. Like, and before, like, last thing before we move into air and earth, like I feel like there are a lot of air signs in my life that I love and adore, best friends as well. Like I would say that I've, like, with water signs though, like I've been, like, those are the experiences which y'all have like helped me like grow for sure and transform and elevate in different ways. Like that's what I'm saying. It's like a fire sign and a water sign family. Yeah, like I had to learn some stuff.
Word. That's what's up though.
That's opposite to my like nature.
Word.
Yeah.
Look at you.
From a young age. But same with you, growing up with like a lot of fire signs and stuff. There's some things that you had to navigate differently, even if that wasn't your nature. And there's beauty there. So like I respect it. I respect it all.
Nah, fire sign raised me. That, like, a lot of my influence came from my big bro. So shout out to big bro, but he raised me for real. Like he always he would light that flame in me. And like I would, like a lot of people, my initiative and my motivation come from bro. Cause he ain't never let me, like, you know, be on no still. Nah, I'm gonna heat you up. My first job, bro, filled out the application for me, y'all. No kizzy. My man came up to me and be like, yeah, you got an interview tomorrow at 3:00. Hey, suit in hand, handed me a a suit. I'm like, bad.
Not him organizing it all.
And I went to that interview too, got that job.
Of course you did.
For sure. But that
you set it up. You just had to go through with it.
Fire sign.
Yeah.
Trailblazer, for real. So that's what I'm saying. Don't be afraid of your opposite. So we call them challenges. If it's your opposite sign, that's really just your challenge.
Mm-hmm.
Challenges make you stronger.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I get a bomb.
Yeah, you do.
I got a bomb.
You do.
Y'all.
No, it's plenty of them. It's plenty of them. No, but facts. Like, I think that's the thing that we enjoy talking about when it comes to this compatibility piece. Is compatibility means, like, I don't know if it means ease, but maybe that's the way that we were processing it. Like you said, the people that maybe you don't have to, like, there isn't as many challenges, right. But it doesn't mean that there aren't opportunities of growth and like elevation. I feel like everybody should know every element, because it's going to reflect some aspect of you that you can grow from.
Yeah.
So yeah. Okay, air and earth. Last combo.
You want me to go first?
Yeah, of course.
On the harmonies?
Yeah.
Let me see. Let me think about my earth partners. Let me think about my air partners. They probably can appreciate each other's.
This is harmonious, right? Yeah, so this is the okay, yeah.
They probably can appreciate each other's detachment, for the lack of a like.
Yep.
As far as like emotionally, like they like, and that's why we keep saying, like, they don't really make emotional decisions. Like, it's logic. It's earth signs, and then air signs gonna make decisions on what's. I don't want to call it fantasy, but they're very dreamy. That's the best. Like, so they really is there. I don't want to call it imagination either, but it's very, like, just futuristic. I don't know. I'm just trying to think of a positive way to put it without making them sound like. But yeah, so like their way of, like, not using emotion, like they're because they don't. Emotion doesn't drive a lot of their decisions.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say.
That's it.
Emotion doesn't drive.
Bomb drop.
Yeah, okay.
That's exactly what it is.
Two.
You got more than that, but yeah.
But yeah, that's what I would say. They understand each other on that aspect. Like, yeah, let's, if emotion isn't involved in the decision, you know, they so that probably would create a good business. Cause they could the air sign could dream and the earth sign gonna put that play together for them to make it come to real life.
Absolutely. Yup.
Y'all just got a gym, fine, you know. We trying to help y'all. That's what the stars. Let the stars be your guide, man.
Yeah.
But
There's
you agree with
there.
that? Okay.
Yeah. And it's funny because I be noticing a lot of opposite couples as well, like, or long-term partnerships. Like, I actually do notice like air and earth signs together, or like fire and water signs and stuff together, because like of that point of understanding, you know what I mean, that allows you to be yourself, but then also stretches you at the same time. So yeah, I would say it's similar for sure with air and earth, that they like you said, they can detach, they can, and like they don't have to always be in that emotion, so that allows them to build and see things from another perspective that feel comfortable to them. Yeah. So
I met Nino Man through an earth sign, Nino Man the air sign. And they've been friends since middle school.
Yeah. Okay. Makes sense.
For sure. My niggas, man.
Challenging aspects.
Challenging would probably be, it's kind of like one and the same with them, which is interesting. That's crazy now that I'm thinking about it, because air signs can be so all over the place and earth signs are more like still. It clashes in perspective sometimes. So, should they do a business together?
But I'm saying,
I'm just
like,
running my mouth, boy.
But okay, what I always think of when it comes to air and earth and like describing their compatibility, I be thinking about Avatar.
Okay.
The Last Airbender, and I think about Toph and Aang.
Okay.
Because Toph is earth,
right,
and Aang is air. And I remember when Aang had to learn earth bending, and that was the hardest thing for him. Like, that was such a struggle for him to learn. Like, fire was like probably the easiest. Water was a little easier, but maybe like it took time, but it wasn't as hard. Earth was the thing that he struggled with, and they kept on telling him, they're like, it's your opposite element. That's why you're struggling with this so much, because like learning how to like control earth in the aspect of that show, he didn't understand, because it was a mindset thing, and he was trying to like avoid, like let me jump up, and it's like, you got to face that head on. Like, you can't be air, you can't be like spacey. Like, that's not what's gonna allow you to understand this element. You got to like go at it. And I always think about that episode because it took him so long. And Toph, like, it's the same thing. Like, she's direct, and like it would bother him, her teaching style, because she was like, you being a, like, you know what I mean? Like, face it, stop trying to avoid, and like, that's how you're gonna get and understand the energy of earth. You gotta be grounded. You gotta like be solid. You gotta know who you are. You can't avoid it, you know? But yeah, I could like see that being a big challenge, because air signs are good with words. And I feel like sometimes with earth, they be like, I don't care about none of that. Actually.
Let me see you put it into play.
You feel me? I don't care about none of that.
Avatar broke it down. If you paying attention, that was a good analogy.
Thank you.
And now I'm about to go rewatch that portion of it, just so I can really, because I ain't seen it.
Remember,
but
no, Avatar talks a lot about I mean, you know, they made the fire signs the villains. That's why I try to tell you, the fire signs are always the villains. We the villains in everyone's story. Every single time. Every time. We're the unhinged, crazy people. But what I appreciate about Avatar is that, like, I think the last season, they talked about like some of the positive impacts of fire and like where it actually stems from. Like, a lot of this stuff has been distorted. So like a lot of times people think about like fire as destruction, but it's actually like spirit. So if you get it from spirit, then you can direct it in a way that's more positive versus instead of it getting it from rage.
Right. And then you notice in that series, that's the only element where it was drawn from. You know, everybody else moved something that was already there. Even, you know, air is air. So,
right.
But everybody else moved something that was there. But Fire Nation, them boys was cooking up from their body.
Yes.
But like you said, it's spirit. Yeah, you gotta pay attention, man. Hey, it might be a cartoon, but you can learn
they tell
something.
you the truth. They telling you, you gotta take it in. But yeah, that makes sense as far as that being a thing.
Okay.
What you was gonna say?
I don't know. I'm feeling the liquor. I think, but that we covered everybody, right?
I think we did. I think we covered all of the elements and compatibility.
As an introduction, we gonna get back to it, y'all. We gonna get deeper.
Oh yeah.
We got time,
Overview.
Yeah, we got time. We here for a while, so why don't y'all just get comfy? Check us out.
And there's one last thing I'll say around the compatibility piece, because until you start paying attention, you might not recognize that there's certain themes with the people that you might have in your life. But I wasn't really into astrology like that in high school. And I go back, I haven't been on Facebook in a minute, but it's funny looking back at the people that I was close with, super close with in high school. People that I don't really talk to anymore. And I look at their birth, because Facebook have everybody's birthdays and stuff. And I'm like, I had no idea this person was an Aries, or I didn't realize that was a Sagittarius. And those are people that I really mess with, or and I'm like, so it's when you start paying attention to who's in your circle and stuff, you're going to notice those kinds of patterns. This is someone that I gravitated towards and I didn't even realize we shared a same element or a complementary one.
Word.
Yeah. So, that's all. Yeah.
Nah, for real, because people got to pay attention to the stars. The stars in high school, you wasn't paying attention to the stars. But let the stars be your guide, man.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's really been great. Got any closing words outside of
what we was talking about?
Yeah.
Not really.
Okay.
Stay safe, man. It's
sure.
real out here.
It's still eclipse season.
It is, exactly.
So y'all be how y'all be, but just be safe, man.
And it's eclipse energy.
Thank you to Unspoken Studios. Thank you, Nino Man, again.
Thank you.
Thank y'all for having me.